Bravo 6667, hold position. Holding position, Bravo 6667. Shanghai Pudong ground, Papa Romeo Bravo Bravo Juliet, ready for pushback with information Sierra. Papa Romeo Bravo Bravo Juliet, pushback approved. Shanghai Pudong ground, China Southern 198, ready to taxi to runway 35 right with information Sierra. Pushback approved, Papa Romeo Bravo Bravo Juliet. China Eastern 1967, pushback approved. Pushback approved, China Eastern 1967. Shanghai Pudong ground, Springbok 1992, ready for pushback with information Sierra. China Southern 198, taxi to runway 35 right, contact tower when ready. Taxi to runway 35 right, China Southern 198. Springbok 1992, pushback approved. Pushback approved, Springbok 1992. Shanghai Pudong ground, Bravo 10086, ready to taxi with information Sierra. Shanghai Pudong ground, Bravo 6667, ready to taxi to runway 35 right with information Sierra. Bravo 10086, taxi to runway 35 right, contact tower when ready. Taxi to runway 35 right, Bravo 10086. Bravo 10086, give way to aircraft ahead. Give way to aircraft, Bravo 10086. Bravo 6667, taxi to runway 35 right, contact tower when ready. Taxi to runway 35 right, Bravo 6667. Shanghai Pudong ground, Papa Romeo Bravo Bravo Juliet, ready to taxi with information Sierra. Papa Romeo Bravo Bravo Juliet, taxi to runway 35 right, contact tower when ready. Shanghai Pudong ground, Springbok 1992, ready to taxi with information Sierra. Papa Romeo Bravo Bravo Juliet, turn right next taxiway. Right on the next taxiway, Papa Romeo Bravo Bravo Juliet. Springbok 1992, taxi to runway 35 right, contact.
Shanghai Pudong ground, China Eastern 111 Kilo Echo, ready for pushback with information Sierra.
Shanghai Pudong ground, China Eastern 1967, ready to taxi to runway 35 right with information Sierra. Shanghai Pudong ground, Air China 2165 Heavy, ready for pushback with information Sierra. Air China 2165 Heavy, pushback approved. Pushback approved, Air China 2165 Heavy. China Eastern 1967, taxi to runway 33, contact tower when ready. China Eastern 1967, disregard last message. China Eastern 1967, taxi to runway 35 right, contact tower when ready. Taxi to runway 35 right, China Eastern 1967. KLM 649, request permission to cross runway 35 right. China Eastern 111 Kilo Echo, pushback approved.
Pushback approved. China Eastern 111 Kilo Echo.
KLM 649, cross runway 35 right. Crossing runway 35 right, KLM 649. Shanghai Pudong ground, KLM 649, request taxi to parking. Shanghai Pudong ground, shuttle 686, request taxi to parking. Shuttle 686, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Taxi to parking, shuttle 686. KLM 649, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Taxi to parking, KLM 649. Attention all aircraft, please stand by. Shanghai Pudong ground, Air China 2165 Heavy, ready to taxi with information Sierra. Shanghai Pudong traffic, Bravo 10086 is taking off runway 35 right, departing north. Shanghai Pudong traffic, Air China 936 Heavy is 3 nautical miles to the south at 800 feet, inbound for landing, will make straight in for runway 35 left. Shanghai Pudong ground, Air China 2165 Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 35 right with information Sierra. Shanghai Pudong ground, Lufthansa 647, request taxi to parking. Air China 2165 Heavy, taxi to runway 35 right, contact tower when ready.
Shanghai Pudong ground, China Eastern 111 Kilo Echo, ready to taxi with information Sierra.
Shanghai Pudong ground, Singapore 221 Heavy, ready for pushback with information Sierra, requesting runway 34 left. Thank you, good day, shuttle 686. Singapore 221 Heavy, hold position. Holding position, Singapore 221 Heavy. China Eastern 111 Kilo Echo, taxi to runway 35 right, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 35 right, China Eastern 111 Kilo Echo.
Lufthansa 647, cross runway 35 right, please expedite. Crossing runway 35 right, Lufthansa 647. Singapore 221 Heavy, pushback approved. Pushback approved, Singapore 221 Heavy. Thank you. Good day, KLM 649. Shanghai Pudong Ground, Singapore 221 Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 34 left with information Sierra. Shanghai Pudong Ground, Air Koryo 864, request taxi to gate 22 at the Apron 1 Terminal 1. Singapore 221 Heavy, taxi to 16R34L. Air Koryo 864, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Taxiing to 16R34L, Singapore 221 Heavy. Taxi to parking, Air Koryo 864. Shanghai Pudong Ground, Turkish 959, ready for pushback with information Tango, requesting runway 35 right. Turkish 959, pushback approved. Pushback approved, Turkish 959. Shanghai Pudong Ground, Victor Tango Romeo Hotel Bravo Super, ready for pushback with information Tango. Victor Tango Romeo Hotel Bravo Super, pushback approved. Shanghai Pudong Ground, Delta 2283 Romeo, request taxi to parking. Pushback approved, Victor Tango Romeo Hotel Bravo Super. Delta 2283 Romeo, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Shanghai Pudong Ground, Victor Tango Romeo Hotel Bravo Super, ready to taxi with information Tango. Taxi to parking, Delta 2283 Romeo. Victor Tango Romeo Hotel Bravo Super, please check the user guide from the home screen for help using ATC instructions. Shanghai Pudong Ground, Air China 936 Heavy, request taxi to gate 152 at the Satellite Apron Satellite Terminal. Air China 936 Heavy, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Taxi to parking, Air China 936 Heavy. Shanghai Pudong ground, Turkish 959, ready to taxi to runway 35 right with information Tango. Turkish 959, taxi to runway 35 right, contact tower when ready. Shanghai Pudong ground, November 48655 Tango, ready for pushback with information Tango. Taxiing to runway 35 right, Turkish 959. November 48655 Tango, pushback approved. Pushback approved, November 48655 Tango. Shanghai Pudong ground, Victor Tango Romeo Hotel Bravo Super, ready to taxi with information Tango. Victor Tango Romeo Hotel Bravo Super, taxi to runway 35 right, hold short of 17 right 35 left. Taxiing to runway 35 right, will hold short of 17 right 35 left, Victor Tango Romeo Hotel Bravo Super. Shanghai Pudong ground, Malaysian 309 Kilo Alpha Super, request taxi to gate 71 at the Apron 7 Terminal 2. Malaysian 309 Kilo Alpha Super, contact Shanghai Pudong Tower on 118.4. Shanghai Pudong ground, Japan Air 89, request taxi to gate 24. Contacting Shanghai Pudong Tower on 118.4, Malaysian 309 Kilo Alpha Super. Shanghai Pudong Tower, China Eastern 1967, ready for departure in sequence at runway 35 right, departing west. Malaysian 309 Kilo Alpha Super, request permission to cross runway 35 right. Malaysian 309 Kilo Alpha Super, hold position. Holding position, Malaysian 309 Kilo Alpha Super. China Eastern 1967, line up and wait runway 35 right. Line up and wait runway 35 right, China Eastern 1967. Shanghai Pudong Tower, Singapore 221 Heavy, ready for departure at runway 34 left, departing south. Singapore 221 Heavy, wind 200 at 12, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 34 left, Singapore 221 Heavy. Malaysian 309 Kilo Alpha Super, cross runway 35 right. Crossing runway 35 right, Malaysian 309 Kilo Alpha Super.
Shanghai Pudong Tower, China Eastern 111 Kilo Echo, ready for departure at runway 35 right, departing east.
China Eastern 111 Kilo Echo, hold short of runway 35 right.
Holding short runway 35 right, China Eastern 111 Kilo Echo.
Malaysian 309 Kilo Alpha Super, contact Shanghai Pudong ground on 121.62. Contacting Shanghai Pudong ground on 121.62, Malaysian 309 Kilo Alpha Super. China Southern 740 Heavy, exit runway when able, contact ground on the taxiway. Shanghai Pudong Tower, China Southern 653, inbound on the ILS runway 35 left. Wilco, China Southern 740 Heavy. China Southern H211, request permission to cross runway 34 left. China Southern 653, wind 200 at 12, number 1, runway 35 left, cleared to land. Indonesia 813, wind 200 at 12, number 2, runway 35 left, cleared to land. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 35 left, China Southern 653. Number 2, cleared to land, runway 35 left, Indonesia 813. China Southern 8211, cross runway 34 left. Crossing runway 34 left, China Southern 8211. Contacting Shanghai Pudong ground on 121.62, China Southern 8211. China Eastern 1967, wind 200 at 12, runway 35 right, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 35 right, China Eastern 1967. China Eastern 1967, I'm sorry. China Southern 740 Heavy, request permission to cross runway 35 right. Victor Tango Romeo Hotel Bravo Super, request permission to cross runway 35 left. Delta 430, request frequency change. Victor Tango Romeo Hotel Bravo Super, hold position. Holding position, Victor Tango Romeo Hotel Bravo Super. China Southern 740 Heavy, cross runway 35 right. China Eastern 111 Kilo Echo, line up and wait runway 35 right.
Line up and wait runway 35 right, China Eastern 111 Kilo Echo.
China Southern 3550 Heavy, wind 200 at 12, number 1, runway 35 left, cleared to land. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 35 left, China Southern 3, China Eastern 111 Kilo Echo, wind 200 at 12, runway 35 right, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 35 right, China Eastern 111 Kilo Echo.
Turkish 959, hold short of runway 35 right. Contacting Shanghai Pudong ground on 121.62, China Southern 740 Heavy. Holding short runway 35 right, Turkish 959. Shanghai Pudong Tower, Japan Air 85, inbound on the ILS runway 35 left. Victor Tango Romeo Hotel Bravo Super, cross runway 35 right. Crossing runway 35 right, Victor Tango Romeo Hotel Bravo Super. Japan Air 85, wind 200 at 12, number 2, runway 35 right, cleared to land. Number 2, cleared to land, runway 35 right, Japan Air 85. Shanghai Pudong Tower, November 48655 Tango, ready for departure at runway 34 left, departing west. Turkish 959, wind 200 at 12, runway 35 right, cleared for takeoff. November 48655 Tango, wind 200 at 12, China Eastern 111 Kilo Echo, contact Shanghai approach on 119.2.
Contacting Shanghai approach on 119.2, China East. Shanghai approach, China Eastern 111 Kilo Echo, with you at 1200.
China Eastern 111 Kilo Echo, radar contact. Singapore 221 Heavy, frequency change approved, good day. Roger, Foxtrot Sierra Romeo Delta Echo. Frequency change approved. Singapore 221 Heavy, good day. Thank you, Singapore 221 Heavy. Air China 2165 Heavy, contact Shanghai Center on 127.0. Bravo 6667, contact Shanghai Center on 127.0. Contacting Shanghai Center on 127.0, Air China 2165 Heavy. United 755 Uniform Alpha Heavy is 31 nautical miles southeast of Shanghai Pudong at 31,600 feet, requesting ILS approach any runway at Shanghai Pudong. Delta 430, contact Shanghai Center on 127.0. United 755 Uniform Alpha Heavy, continuous files, expect the ILS approach runway 34 right at Shanghai Pudong. Alitalia 23 Heavy, turn left heading 010, descend and maintain 3000, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 35 left approach. Indonesia 894, maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final. Kenya 195, descend and maintain 3000. Turn right heading 170, Lufthansa 726 Heavy. Turkish 43 Heavy, turn left heading 320, descend and maintain 3500, maintain 3500 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 35 left approach. Descend and maintain 4000, United 755 Uniform Alpha Heavy. China Eastern 1967, contact Shanghai Center on 127.0. Emirates 288 Sierra Victor Super, radar contact, say approach request. Emirates 288 Sierra Victor Super is 30 nautical miles east of Hangzhou Zhoushan at 11,700 feet, requesting flight following to Shanghai Pudong. Contacting Shanghai Center on 127.0, Bravo 6667. Alitalia 23 Heavy, contact Shanghai Pudong Tower on 118.4. Alitalia 23 Heavy, contact Shanghai Pudong Tower on 118.4. Contacting Shanghai Center on China Eastern 111 Kilo Echo, contact Shanghai Center on 127.0.
Contacting Shanghai Center on 127.0, China Eastern 111 Kilo Echo. Shanghai Center, China Eastern 111 Kilo Echo, with you at 6000.
Roger, Dynasty 8501. November 48655 Tango is 7 nautical miles northwest of Shanghai Pudong at 9,800 feet, requesting flight following to Guangzhou Baiyuan. Scandinavian 9999. China Eastern 111 Kilo Echo, radar contact. Roger, Dynasty 8501. Proceed on course, November 48655 Tango. Air China 870 Heavy, radar contact. China Eastern 1967, altitude at your discretion. Shanghai Center, Golf Tango Juliet Bravo Oscar, with you at 35,000. Air China 870 Heavy, request frequency change. Scandinavian 9999, continuous file, expect the ILS approach runway 34 right at Shanghai Pudong. Roger, Scandinavian 9999. Air China 870 Heavy, disregard last message. Air China 870 Heavy, stay on my frequency. Golf Tango Juliet Bravo Oscar, radar contact. Singapore 832, requesting descent to 6000. Dynasty 8501, contact Shanghai approach on 119.2. Contacting Shanghai approach on 119.2, Dynasty 8501. Singapore 832, altitude at your discretion. Shanghai Center, requesting flight following to Shanghai Pudong. Shanghai Center, proceed on course to Shanghai Pudong. Proceed on course, Shanghai Center. Delta 117 is 31 nautical miles southeast of Shanghai Pudong at 34,800 feet, requesting ILS approach any runway at Shanghai Pudong. Delta 117, expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 34 right at Shanghai Pudong. Roger, Delta 117. Delta 117, turn right heading 080, descend and maintain 12,000. Turn right heading 080, descend and maintain 12,000, Delta 117. Oscar Kilo Alpha Lima Delta Echo November. Contact Shanghai approach on 119.2. Contacting Shanghai approach on 119.2. Oscar Kilo Alpha Lima Delta Echo November. Delta 117, make a right 360. Making a right 360, Delta 117. Shanghai Center, Juliet Alpha 13 X-Ray Juliet, with you at 29,200. Juliet Alpha 13 X-Ray Juliet, radar contact. Delta 430, frequency change approved, good day. Frequency change approved Delta 430, good day. Delta Romeo Juliet November Romeo, contact Shanghai approach on 119.2. Contacting Shanghai approach on 119.2, Delta Romeo Juliet November Romeo. Victor November Alpha 201, contact Shanghai approach on 119.2. Contacting Shanghai approach on 119.2, Victor November Alpha 201. Golf Tango Juliet Bravo Oscar, frequency change approved, good day. Bravo 6667, frequency change approved, good day. Frequency change approved Bravo 6667, good day. Air China 2165 Heavy, frequency change approved, good day. Frequency change approved Air China 2165 Heavy, good day. Singapore 832, contact Shanghai approach on 119.2. Delta 117, turn right heading 260. Turn right heading 260, Delta 117. Contacting Shanghai approach on 119.2, Singapore 832. Etihad 001 Victor Alpha, requesting descent via BK91 Alpha arrival. Etihad 001 Victor Alpha, proceed as requested. Descending via BK91 Alpha arrival, Etihad 001 Victor Alpha. Thank you, Etihad 001 Victor Alpha. Scandinavian 9999, contact Shanghai approach on 119.2. Contacting Shanghai approach on 119.2, Scandinavian 9999. Speedbird 387 is 7 nautical miles northwest of Shanghai Pudong at 6,200 feet, requesting ILS approach any runway at Beijing capital. Juliet Alpha 13 X-ray Juliet, requesting ILS approach runway 35 left at Shanghai Pudong. Shanghai Center, Air China 8547 Heavy, with you at 13,200. Speedbird 387, unable to provide services to this airport at the moment. Proceed on course. Roger. Speedbird 387. Shanghai Center, with you at 39,000. Air China 8547 Heavy, radar contact. Air China 2165 Heavy, requesting climb to flight level 400. Juliet Alpha 13 X-ray Juliet, unable to provide services to this airport at the moment. Proceed on course. Roger, Juliet Alpha 13 X-ray Juliet. Air China 2165 Heavy, altitude at your discretion. Delta 117, please follow instructions. Delta 117, turn right heading 260. Turn right heading 260, Delta 117. Juliet Alpha 13 X-ray Juliet, request frequency change. Juliet Alpha 13 X-ray Juliet, contact Shanghai approach on 119.2. Victor Papa Lima Alpha Delta, you're in an active airspace, please contact Shanghai Center on 127.0. Contacting Shanghai.
China Eastern 111 Kilo Echo, request frequency change.
Shanghai Center, with you at 35,000. China Eastern 111 Kilo Echo, frequency change approved, good day.
Frequency change approved China Eastern 111 Kilo Echo, good day.